Hey, everybody. I hope somebody is on here because I need somebody to talk to. But I wanted to show you this sign so that you know what I'm talking about before I start talking. I hadn't planned to come on here today because I did a live yesterday and I don't like to do too many lives because people get sick of your ass. But I had to show you this sign, and then I'm going to traipse in my house and give you the story behind it. It's Black Lives Matter. I added two. I didn't have to add it, but I added it. So anyway, I also have a sign of my brother Earl Mack, who is running for Lucas County Sheriff, in my sign. But that's not the sign I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about. This is the sign I'm going to talk about. So come on, walk with me. I'm going back into the house now. Walk with me. I hope somebody on here listening to me because my husband's not home and I'm upset. I'll tell him about it when he get here. Okay, I hope somebody's on here listening to me. I know everybody busy. I wasn't gonna get on here and do nothing about nothing. Because I don't like to do all these live Facebooks because people get tired of you. But I just had to do this one. I hope for those that are Hey. I hope for those that are joining in with me today. I wasn't going to do a live Facebook today. I wasn't, because I did one yesterday and I don't like to do too many live Facebooks. But something happened to me a few minutes ago that I wanted to share with the whole damn world, okay? Okay, here's a letter addressed to my husband and myself, EARLEAN and Dennison Belcher, from a lady that lives across the street from me. Her name is Miss Miriam Oswald, okay? What she put in this letter was, and let me say this before I say that. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood. There's probably about, 700-800 houses here. And it's only 4 of us black people that live in this whole area. But I've been here almost 16 years. And me and my husband love the area, what have you. And we decided to move here. And we've worked hard for our money to live wherever the buck we want to live, okay? So anywho, this neighbor across the street, I think she's only been here not even 3 years yet. I've never met her. She don't know me. I don't know her. I think I see her every now and then going and coming like we neighbors do, okay? I'm fired up right now. Damn it, I'm fired up. Shit. So anyway, she sends this letter about, it might be backwards when y'all look at it. It says, the love that conquers racism, okay? Now, that wasn't one that was too bad, but it had a lot of biblical scriptures in it. And like I said, she don't know me. She don't know that I am not a Christian, and I'm proud of it because everybody has their own beliefs, okay? She ain't never met me, so she don't know who I am. She don't know who the buck she was messing with. Then inside the letter, here goes something else. It's probably backwards when y'all look at it, but it says, the stated goals of Black Lives Matter are anti-Christian. Now, this is a Christian woman saying Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian. So I read it. I couldn't even hardly get through none of this shit because it had too many biblical scriptures in it for me. But I got to the gist of what she was saying. Basically, this was written by Billy Graham. Now, I don't even like Billy Graham. I don't even know if he's still living. Should have took my damn phone off the hook. Where's my phone at? Anyway. Y'all just hear the phone ringing. I ain't gonna pick it up. So anyway, she says Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian, okay? Now, how a Christian woman gonna say that Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian? You going against your motherfucking beliefs. See, the queen don't talk ugly because I'm dignified. I'm dignified. But what she did was she set off menopause. Now, menopause, that bitch don't give a buck what she say because she protects the queen. What I can't say, menopause, who is my ultra ego that lives within me, she comes out. And like my husband have been telling me lately, Queen, you have become very vocal You don't tend to take no shit off people no more, because I'll be 71 next Wednesday. And if I don't say the shit now, when am I going to defend myself? Because ain't nobody going to defend the queen like the queen is going to defend the queen. I used to let people say all kind of shit to me, and I would walk away and all upset and crying and carrying on and just take shit off of people. Now, at my age, and I don't know when my doorbell is going to ring on this side of living, I'm saying what the buck I want to say. If you cross me, I'm going to confront you about it. I'm going to confront you about it. So don't do it. Don't do it. So anywho, this white woman that lives across the street, bless her heart, she had nerve to send me and my husband some shit in the mail. Now, you live across the street. If you got something to say, walk your funky ass over here and say it to us face to face. Don't be a coward, you stinking motherfucker, and send some shit in the mail to us. Talking about Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian. Now, she getting that from, if you go back and if you was on here when I first started, I went outside and I showed you a picture of my Black Lives Matter sign, okay? And I even added two, T-O-O, to try to, I don't know what, my husband say they matter too. I wasn't going to put two on there, but because he said Black Lives Matter too, I put the two on there because I felt like to put the two on there was catering to somebody that don't like my sign saying Black Lives Matter. Because what some in the white community like to say is blue lives matter, purple lives matter, brown lives matter, all these lives matter. We know those lives matter, damn it. It's the black lives that haven't mattered, and that's the topic. The topic is not about other lives mattering. We already know other lives matter, okay? Let me calm down. I ain't got my blood pressure up. Shit, fucking with these folks. Anywho, that's what she sent over here. So I read it. I said I wasn't going to read it because I seen all them biblical scriptures. I wasn't going to read it. But I said, let me read it. I read it. And she on there talking about all of this stuff that the Bible says, that black lives is immoral and it's not holiness, and Jesus Christ this and that and this and the other and this, that, and the other. Ooh, I don't even want to go back over what I read because it got on my nerve. Now, like I said, this woman don't know the queen. She's never met me or my husband ever. She been living over there about 2+ years, okay? Okay, menopause jumped off in my ass after I read this. I marched my ass across the street. I said, ooh, I hope that biatch is home. Well, when I seen a shadow coming to the door, I said, ooh, because I'm ready for this biatch. I cussed her out. I cussed her. That woman was looking at me like this. I guess she thought I was going to hit her. I wasn't going to hit her because she ain't worth me going to jail over. But I told that biatch, don't you ever in your life send no shit like this to my house. Don't you ever do it. Number one, you have never introduced yourself to me. You don't know who me and my husband are. I've been living here 16 years. Your funky ass just moved over there 2 years ago. I'm not a Christian. Don't send no Christian bullshit to my house. Like I said, that woman's looking like this. I said, don't you ever do it. Don't you ever do it. Matter of fact, I might put about 25 more Black Lives Matter in my sign and march one over here and put it in your yard. Now, about 10 days ago, it was maybe 2 weeks ago, I went downtown to march for the Officer Dia, that had got shot and killed here in Toledo. And you know how we are, black people that's on here. Soon as we hear of a murder of a policeman or of a white white person, I'm trying to use a big word, couldn't even think of it. Right away, all of us think, now y'all be honest, I hope a black person didn't kill that person. Because we going through enough, and all we need for society to say is, oh, they like animals, black lives don't matter, they killing one another, they killing us too. Well, you know what? White folks been killing black folks way before black folks start killing black folks. in this country. So don't even come at me with that. Don't even come at me with that. I told that woman across the street, you need to pick up a book and read about African history, because apparently you don't know what my people have gone through since 1619 in this country. So don't you ever send no shit like this to my house ever again. Don't you ever do it. Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian. That's what she's saying. I bet when I got through with her, like I said, she was looking like this. She won't never send no shit like that to my house anymore. So my husband, he called me about something else, out taking care of business. He couldn't even get out what he was telling me, gonna tell me, because I went off about what this woman did, sending this shit to our home. And so he, you know, he's so patient with me. He listened, and he said, I advise you, Queen, Zenobia, she had no cue. Who she was talking to, she sure didn't, baby. She sure didn't, because I jumps off. It's that Mac in me, my family, the Mac family, we ain't been ones to take no shit. But because I'm a female, I usually won't go off like my brothers and uncles and daddy and them did, because my daddy didn't give a buck. He'll call you a mother bucker in a minute. He didn't give a buck. I got that shit from my daddy, and my mama, bless her heart, before she became Mother Mac in the church, her ass was cussing too. God rest both of them soul. But I come from cussing folk. So menopause, like I say, the queen don't really cuss. I've only cussed 2 people out in my life, and both of them have been Christians. Yeah, I was gonna say something. My husband told me to call the HOA manager and report this shit. And I did, but I told her that I already took care of the shit. So, anywho, I wanted to get back to that because I was getting off. I be getting off. But like I said, I come from a cussing family. We've been cussing all our lives. But, you know, we started going to a sanctified church, and cussing wasn't allowed. So I put my cussing on hold. But I've been cussing with some of these Christians, because y'all cuss on the down low, those that are Christians. I've cussed with you guys. Y'all cussing on the down low. But when you get in church, you go, praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, and been there, done that. So don't come at me with that, because those that know me on Facebook and all my other social media pages, I don't believe in Christianity. It's a bunch of, to me, in my humble opinion, BS. It's about slavery. It's about worshiping. It's about bowing. It's about things that don't agree with my spirit, and have it since whatever my mama drugged me and my siblings up in there. Now, when I was a teenager, I went along with it. I went along with it because it was passed down to me through my mama now. I went along with it. But when I became an adult, matter of fact, y'all, look here. I was 63. What was it? 2013 was a good year for me. That's when I started doing comedy. And that's when I awakened to my belief system. And that's when I started reading a lot of our history. If you get a chance, read the autobiography of King James. Go to the library, pick it up, King James, and they put that Bible in that version of King James, was a homosexual. And nobody that's gay on here say, oh, she's talking about homosexual. I ain't talking about no homosexual, because I got homosexuals in my family, and I love they stinking draws. So don't get off on that. But he was a homosexual that killed his mama. And everybody believing in this King James and what he got to say. He ain't nothing but a slave catcher, a murderer, and a homosexual. So I ain't got nothing to read about what he wrote. I'm going off today. Like I said, I was on here yesterday doing a live Facebook, and I don't like to come back to back with live Facebooks, because people get tired of it. But if you get a chance, pull up the beginning of my live Facebook and see my Black Lives Matter sign. I wrote 2 on there because my husband say they matter too. Well, I think he was trying to appease the people out here in this neighborhood, which is predominantly white. All around me is white folk. This woman across the street, white lady. She gonna not like my sign as she's riding by my house. Buck that woman. Buck that woman. And then when I called the HOA manager, the home association manager, she said that somebody else had complained in this neighborhood about me having a political sign, which I have my brother's sign, vote for Earl Mack for Lucas County Sheriff. He's on the ballot in November. I got that in my front yard. And I also have Black Lives Matter. So the Homeowners Association manager said, when I called down and complained about that bitch across the street, said that somebody else made a complaint about my sign. And she told him, you know, to go somewhere and sit down, because that was not against our rules in this neighborhood. We have certain rules that we're governed by, and I like that because I was a block watch leader for over 10 years in the city of Toledo. Matter of fact, Chief Navarre wanted me to take over the whole city, but I said, no, I'm dealing with about 1,000 houses in my neighborhood. I can't take over 50 million houses of people trying to tell them how to live and what to do. Anyway, let me read what you're saying. That's right, and I'm one of Auntie's gay nieces. Yes, you are, and I love your draws too, Israel. And she's never ever treated me unkind, ever. No, I don't treat people unkind. That ain't my forte. I don't do that. I'm usually a nice person that gets taken advantage of. A lot of times I've been taken advantage of. I haven't been loved because of my belief. I've had people on even Facebook like, don't say shit to me no more. And that's okay. You ain't got to say shit to me because they know how I believe. And they know I don't believe like them. So people have a habit of when you don't believe like they believe, and I find this mostly in Christianity people, then they cast you aside. They cast you aside, or they shun you. They don't want to have anything to do with you. I've been there, done that. I left out of that church when I was 23 years old. And I know people on here, on this Facebook, that have shunned me. But I don't give a damn. You can shun me all you want to. I've had families shun me. I've had them shun me because of my belief. Because of my belief. Okay, and Christians are the only people that I know of that I've been in the Cracker Barrel eating and whatever, and they'll come up to me, hey, Queen, hey, EARLEAN, what church you go to? What church I go to? Can't you say, how I'm doing? You ain't seen me in a long time. I guess they didn't heard about the Queen. I don't know why they want to ask me that. I don't go to no motherfucking church and don't ever plan to go to one except for a funeral and a wedding. So don't ask me what church I go to. It ain't none of your goddamn business what church I go to. Zuckerberg, don't kick me off of Facebook because that slipped. That slipped. Menopause, that bitch. She the one jumping in there. She done took over my whole body. She told the Queen, sit down someplace. Sit down someplace. I love you, girl. Thanks for supporting us through Gwen's death. Girl, Alethea Gay, you know I got y'all because as I told y'all, and y'all already know, I lost my sister too. 21 years ago, May 11th, 1996. And my life has never been the same since I lost my only sister. Now, I had 6 brothers, but I lost 2 of them to death right after my grandson died. And I grieved them, but I have not grieved anybody like I grieved my sister, because there's something about a sister, and I'm off on something else. It's something about a sister that you can tell everything to. Your brothers don't understand because, see, we as women, we're very emotional, like I am right now. I'm very emotional, very emotional. And a brother don't understand you like a sister does. They're, men think they need to fix every damn thing. Soon as you come to them about a problem or something, right away they're going to try to fix it. Well, sometimes I ain't want you to fix nothing. I just want you to listen. Don't say nothing. Just listen. But that's a man, how they're wired. Women are wired with all these damn emotions like I'm got right now on this damn Facebook. We got all these emotions that we have to let out. And one thing about women, we don't have heart attacks as much as men do because we tell it. 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 We don't hold shit in us. I might hold it for a day, but I done got to the point now I don't even hold it for a day because I'm like this. I tell my husband all the time, that's my beautiful auntie. Yes, Israel, and I love you, girl. That's, what was I saying? Shit, when I started looking at what y'all saying, I lose my train of thought. Y'all know I'm menopausal, and I can't remember nothing. But anywho, we emotional as women. Men have heart attacks more so than women because they tend to hold shit in. Because I guess growing up, men was always told to suck it up, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Don't share what you're going through because you're a man. Men supposed to be strong. They're not supposed to share what they're going through. Well, that's why they dying of heart attacks quicker than women. Now, women, we'll talk. We'll get on here. I'll call a girlfriend. Like, my husband wasn't home. He out taking care of business. I said, I'm going to get on Facebook and talk to y'all. Maybe y'all can help me. Maybe y'all can help me because, like I said, I don't take stuff that I used to take before. I can't do it. And like I said, that woman sending this shit over to my house, ooh, she didn't know who she was bucking with. She didn't know who she was bucking with. I got my shoes on right away. Right away. Threw a little scarf on my head. I already had all this on because my husband going to be picking me up in a few minutes. We got to run some errands. Matter of fact, Gay, you working today? Get my Costco stuff ready. Get in the line and so you can wait on me because I'm coming out to Costco. But he wasn't home. I didn't have nobody to talk to. So I said, I'm going to get on here and talk to my Facebook friend. And then I'm going to get off. That's all I want to say. I'm going to read what y'all saying, then I'm going to get off. There's one in every neighborhood, but I think she'll tell those hiding to never rub you the wrong way about Black Lives Matter. Oh, yeah, she'll tell them hiding ones. Yeah, because they hide. They hide. Now, don't think that I don't like white folks, because one of my bestest of best friends is a white girl that I met in 1972. Her name is Jacqueline Ray Arce. We met first day she got employed at AT&T. I was already there. And she came in as a new employee. Our eyes locked in November 1972, and we have been friends ever since. We've had a couple of spats, but that's what friends do. But we always got back together. She's like family to me. So don't try to say I don't like gays. Don't try to say I don't like white folks or whoever folks. The only thing I don't really care for is animals. I don't care for animals. I've never been an animal person. I got my son a couple dogs when he was growing up, but after he left and everything, I never had an animal. I just don't really care for animals. I'm too old to be picking up animal shit. I'm too old to be feeding animals and vetting them out and stuff because I'm on a limited income. I can't take animals to the vet. But as far as human beings, I love most human beings. If you treat the queen right, she'll treat you right. But if you, and normally, like, I'm not the type of person, even if we have a spat, I'm not going to give up on people. But if you keep showing me over and over and over and over and over again the same behavior, then I might let you go and put you to the side. That's what I do. Because you showing me that that's who you are. And my husband all the time tells me, Queen, that's who they are. Why are you getting upset about that? That's who they are. And I have to get in my mind because I want people to love me and I want to love them. Like my sister used to tell me, this is one of the nuggets my sister used to tell me when she was living. She used to call me EARLEAN. That's before I was the queen. EARLEAN, you love hard. At first I was like, what's she mean by that? She trying to say something? But then after I dissected it and she explained it and my husband explained it to me, I do love hard. I love hard. When I meet people and I get to know you and I fall in love with you, whether you a man or a woman or a boy or a girl, I really love you. I love you. I do. Have I made some missteps in my life? You damn right I have. At 70 years old, hell yes, I've made missteps in my life. That's what life is about. I've gotten into it with people, but I've always tried to make myself back. I'm one that'll come to you if I even feel like that I hurt your feelings or something. I will come to you and say, I'm sorry. Now, I might not have done anything to you, but if you feel like I've done something to you, that's in your mind, then I'm going to apologize to your mind, and I'm going to wait till your heart catches up with your mind when you realize I really didn't do anything to you. You did it to me. But I'm a big enough person to call somebody and say, I won't say if I hurt you. I will say I hurt you. So will you forgive me for that? I ain't too proud to say that I'm sorry. I'm not. I'll bow down and say I'm sorry to people that I feel like those people have hurt me. But I'll tell them that I'm sorry. That's just the type of person I am because I'm too old to harbor bitterness, anger, resentment, and non-forgiveness. I'll go the last mile. Matter of fact, when the COVID jumped off, I call it the canola. When the canola jumped off in March, I made about 4 or 5 phone calls to people that had not even been talking to me for years. I bowed down because I was concerned and I wanted to let them know that I was concerned about them. I hope we didn't get any more deaths in my family, because behind my grandson's death, I can't handle another death. If anybody goes next, I hope it's me, because I can't go through my husband leaving here before me, my other grandchildren leaving here, my son leaving here before me. I can't handle that anymore. So I'd rather be the next one. But that's what I do. I'll ask you to forgive me even if I haven't done nothing to you. But if you feel like I have, I'm sorry. So if anybody on here right now that think the Queen has hurt their feelings or done something to them, I'm sorry. Because I ain't trying to hold shit in my heart. My heart, whew, the older I get, the smaller it seems like. I don't know if it gets smaller. Where my heart at? It's over here. Shit, I don't know what my heart is. I'm just wound up. Anywho, let me read that. I know she knows now. Keep your privileged racist body on your side of the street. Yes, ma'am, Israel. I love the right white people. I have a plethora of them. The racists are the useless to me. Me too. I don't like no racist folks. What about fish, Auntie? I don't want no fish because I got to clean up the tank. I ain't trying to clean no shit up. No shit. How about Mexico? I love Mexicans, Adrian, because you know I love you, baby. I've loved your family. Your mama hired in a week at AT&T before I did. And we've been loving each other ever since 1972. I watched you almost get born. You know I love the Mexicans. You know what I want Mexicans to do, though? Mexicans and black folks need to band together against this racism, because I find that there's too many Mexicans and blacks out here fighting each other. Stop fighting each other. Look. Not glad. Ooh, that's how excited I am. Stop fighting each other, and we need to band together and love each other to eradicate this racism. We can't be all over here. We done gone through the same shit. Mexicans, y'all been hung too in trees. We done gone through the same shit. Exactly. Yes, exactly. We have no right to change their heart if it's hurt. That's the best choice. Apologize to their mind. Yes, that's what I do. I apologize to their mind till their hearts can catch up to the mind. Because see, these young folks, when you about under 40, when you about under 55, everybody under 55, I call them young folks, because they're like my children. And I won't say a lot, some of these under 55-year-olds come from a different generation than me. They come from the me. It's about me. They don't look out for old people. They don't seem to have the heart that the baby boomers had. Because I think us baby boomers gave our children way too much shit. I grew up very poor, okay? My parents didn't have it to give to me. My father was in and out of mental institutions because he had a mental illness. So we grew up mostly with my mother. She drug us to church for hope. And that's how I got all off into that. But we just didn't have it like we gave to our children. Now I find that not all, but some, because I have girlfriends that talk to me about their children. Some of these under 55-year-olds, some are so disrespectful. They don't see about their parents. The least little thing a parent does to them, they mad. And ain't speaking to the parents. What kind of mess is that? If I wouldn't have not spoke to my mama and daddy as a grown woman, I probably would have got slapped upside the head. But these children nowadays, and they 55 and under, we gave them so much because we was giving them what we didn't have. So you know what we did? In my humble opinion, we took away their struggle. Okay? The least little thing come down the pike. They're not used to struggling because they had more than what we had. They had a lot of shit. So they're not used to struggling. So I guess it's easy for them not to talk to their parents, not to talk to their auntie, not to talk to this one, not to talk to that one, for the least little thing. It's like you can't say nothing to none of these young folks no more. Anybody under 55, you hurt their feelings, they about done with you. They about done with you. It's like, to me, and I'm only talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. Families aren't what they used to be when the elders and the matriarchs were here. Now that they're all gone, now I'm a matriarch in my family. I'm the oldest member of my family, okay? I consider myself a matriarch. It ain't the same. Me and my husband used to do cookouts every year. And then we do a party for Christmas every year. When we stopped doing that, when we moved into this home 16 years ago, I didn't have the big cookouts that we used to have. We started having more like private parties with our friends that were couples over here. And you know, not none of them, other than my son, I have to give him credit. He's had cookouts. But the rest of these young folks in my family, unless you having a cookout and spending your money, they ain't having none. They ain't having that. They ain't having that. It's they done got away from it. They want the older people to keep doing shit. And just like I told somebody the other day, I get calls quite often. Queen, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Can you help me with that? Y'all need to go find somebody that's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s to help y'all with that. I've already helped society. I have done it. I've helped so many people. Ooh, I won't even go into all of that because I'll be on here 2 hours. I ain't gonna even go into all of that. Write that down. Yeah, Earl Mack, that's my brother on here. Earl, go in there and look at your sign in my front yard. But I wasn't talking about your sign. Go at the beginning. I don't know if you was here. But I talked about that sign. Julian, you on here, baby? That's my cousin, Julian Mack. He's an activist. He's trying to get these black lives to matter around this city and country and everything. Ooh, I know you wore out, Julian. Oh, I can't march no more. My legs is hurt. I can't do it no more. Brown Black Alliance. Yes, because brown and black people, we done been through the same shit in this country. We need to band together. And here come my husband. He done jumped up in here. He just got back. I'm supposed to be ready because we going someplace. But I didn't have him to talk to. So I had to get him and talk about that woman. Talk about that woman that sent me this shit in the mail. Talk about that woman. Now my husband back here, he can take off his mask. I always tell him, take his mask off because you're at home. He take his mask off. He wears mask all by himself in the car. Okay, oh my God. Yes, say it again. We took away the struggle. Yes, we took away the struggle from these young folk because we didn't gave them every damn thing, didn't we? Come on in. Come. Okay, yeah, these young ones would rather eat than host their own anything. I know. And then they come to your parties and things and don't even bring nothing. Don't bring nothing and won't take out doggy boxes. Leave that doggy box in that pot. Ooh, my husband came in on this here. He didn't know he's going to walk in on this. Queen up here. Queen going off. But you know, it ain't the queen. It ain't queen. Tell him who it is.
It's menopause.
Yeah, he know who it is.
This woman was wrong.
Hey, baby.
This woman was wrong. This woman was wrong.
Israel say, hey, uncle.
Hey, now. This woman was wrong.
Jacinda say, hey, Mr. Belcher.
Yeah.
Tell me. And he ain't even read it yet because he just got home.
Wrong.
But she ain't gonna send that shit over here no more.
Right. The queen went down. She took care of it.
Yeah, I took care of it.
Case closed.
I called Sheila. I called Miss Sheila. Told Miss Sheila about. Miss Sheila said ain't no rule against having no signs in your yard because I see signs, Trump signs in people's yard, and I don't go up to them and say take the Trump sign down. Right. If they want the Trump sign in the yard, leave the Trump sign up in the yard. Now I ain't gonna go for it, but if they vote for him, vote for him. That's your choice. Don't come over here and tell me what to do in my damn yard. And Sheila also said somebody else complained about the signs in the yard. Came to her. She said she told them that they had a right. There ain't no ordinance against having no sign in the yard.
That doesn't surprise you. That doesn't surprise you.
Yeah, but
as long as they can disagree.
But some of these white folks on the down low. But I told them I love. Don't y'all say I don't love white folks because I do. I got white friends on this damn Facebook. Some of them say something. Some of them on the down low don't say shit, and that's okay. If you don't want to say nothing to Queen, you ain't got to say nothing to me.
Totally wrong. Totally wrong.
My husband ain't even read it yet. He said
Totally wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, use the bathroom and here's a couple of
tell me use the bathroom. He don't even know if I got to use the bathroom. But see, I like him.
I'm sorry.
Look.
I'm going to use the bathroom.
Wait. He going to use. Look. This is what he brought the Queen. Look.
Now, wait.
Look. That's what he brought the Queen. I got a good man. See, I cooks for him. See, women. Look, good. Women, y'all keep your husbands and men and things fed. Keep them fed. Keep their bellies. Keep the bellies out here, although he done lost a lot of weight. Keep food in their bellies, because then we keep food in their bellies and give them a little something, give them something every now and then. I'll give them something every other month. But look here, this is what they bring home. This is what they bring home to you. They bring this home to you. I don't know where I'm spending, but I'm going to spend it somewhere. Anywho, we got to go run some errands. So, y'all go back and look at the beginning, because I'm calmed down a little bit. I'm still talking fast, because I get talking fast when I'm mad. I'm still talking fast, but I'm going to... Yeah. But y'all go back and look at the beginning for those that just chiming in. Look at the beginning, because I showed you my Black Lives Matter sign and told you about that stinking heifer across the street, as my mama and them used to say, old stinking hussy. You know, you don't even hear that word no more, hussy. But I'm going to keep it alive. I'm going to keep it alive.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
going to keep it alive. Anyway, I got to go. My husband waiting on me to go to the bathroom. But I got to go. I'm sorry for those that just chiming on. I will say something to you. But I got to go. I got to run errands. So
talk when you get back.
I ain't going to talk no more this week because they're getting tired of me. So anyway, always know. Look. Always know that the queen love herself to life, but she also love y'all too. But that woman across the street, she better stay on over there. And don't send no more shit up in here talking about Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian. That's what my live Facebook was about today. For those that can see this, it's backwards probably when y'all reading it. But she sent that shit over here talking about Black Lives. The stated goals of Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian, and Billy Graham said it. I don't even like no bucking Billy Graham.
This lady really just showed her true colors.
I showed mine too.
She blamed it on Billy Graham or Christian movement. No, this lady's got a problem.
Yeah, they got a problem.
But we ain't that lady's problem.
She's
got a problem with systemic racism. White folks have been in control, and they don't want to give up the power.
Say it.
Okay?
Say it.
That's the deal.
Say it.
Okay? It goes way back.
Way back.
Okay?
1619. It goes back to 1619.
But I'll tell you what, there's a different vibe going on.
Yeah, different vibe.
Okay?
We ain't taking this shit no more.
Hey,
I'm willing to die for this shit.
Hey, they're on the wrong side of this,
history. They're on the wrong side of history. They better join
again,
it.
People in power don't like to be told what to do.
No.
And they're not going to relinquish it easily.
No.
That's why we got to stay on it. All this stuff is trying to detract from the real issues.
Yeah,
okay?
because they didn't even got silent about it, even on the media. They ain't even talking about Black Lives Matter no more because they trying to focus on the one policeman, and I hate that he lost his life. Ooh, but I was glad when no black person killed him.
Yeah, well, let's be honest, okay?
I was glad when no black person killed him.
Hey.
So now they trying to focus on blue lives, like Black lives don't matter no more. Well, they still do matter, y'all.
Absolutely.
They still, and it's gonna be a fight. I might not see it. Anyway, my husband trying to say something. I'm just talking.
I know, but anyway, the queen is vociferous, as you can see, and she's allowed to be vociferous.
Vociferous.
Loud. And she's allowed. She has good reason to be loud. But here's the deal, again, and I know myself, and hopefully you guys know yourselves, but we can't sit on the sidelines on this one, okay? You've got to do something to help the cause. You got to do something. It may not be marching every day or something like that, but you can do some things to help the cause. And you know what I'm talking about, okay? All of us can. We got to do something. I think it was Dr. Martin Luther King, and this is where I'm coming from. If we don't learn to live together in harmony, that doesn't mean you agree, you approve, you condone your neighbor, but if we don't learn to live in harmony, we're going to perish as fools. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke.
And don't let up. Don't let up.
Wait a minute, sorry, anybody don't know me. I very seldom wear my sunglasses. I'm not trying to hide nothing, because sometimes if you hide behind sunglasses, I ain't hiding behind nothing. I'm a United States Navy veteran, okay? I'm a decorated veteran.
He fought for this country and
United
came
States
back
Navy.
and was discriminated against. Ain't that a damn
Oh,
shame?
there's no question,
He's a Navy
okay?
veteran, was in the Navy 6 years, how many months?
2 months, 23 days, 14 hours, and
Tell
about 6 minutes.
Tell him.
But
tell
anyway,
him.
who's
Yeah,
counting?
yeah. And he
United
came back to this
States
country
Navy,
discriminated
all
against.
right, absolutely, and it's wrong.
Wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong.
Yes.
This lady's got a problem. Her problem is not us. Her problem is internal.
Yeah.
okay?
Hold that thought, dear. Fatima, a white neighbor across the street mailed me and my husband this bullshit about Black Lives Matter is anti-Christian. Well, I went over there after I read this shit and I cussed her ass out. She didn't know who she was bucking with.
It's wrong. You have to do something to help the cause, okay? Everybody can do something, all right? Now, again, might not be your thing marching. I don't know if I got enough courage to sit at a counter and let people pour garbage on me, but those people did that for all of us.
Yeah, and that's
okay?
why all of us need to vote.
So
Get out and vote. And
right.
if you're voting by mail, you need to get your application from the Board of Elections right now, because you got to fill out the application first, and then they send you back something else. And then they send you an absentee ballot. But you got to get on that now. You can't wait till October, November to do that, because it'll be too late, and then you won't be able to vote.
Yes.
And then you won't be able to vote.
Register. Can't sit on the sidelines, folks. We got to get involved, okay, in your way. And how you choose to get involved is your way. I'm not going to dictate how somebody else gets involved, okay? But you can't sit this one out, okay? The stakes are too high.
And don't let them change the subject from Black Lives Matter to All Lives Matter to Blue Lives Matter to Brown Lives Matter. We already know all of those lives matter. We on the topic of black lives. There's nobody been discriminated more against in this country than black folks since 1619. Start reading your history. Okay. Start reading your history.
Love you guys.
Okay, we got to go. We got to go. We got a place to go and people see. Okay, Gay, I guess I won't see you today, but I'm going to come out there anyway because I got to buy my supplies. I need my essentials. So, anyway, I'm going again. That was wrong for her to do. Yes, cousin, that was wrong for her to do. She won't do it no more. She over there talking about, I'm praying for you. Look, when I was over there cussing her ass out, here go her eyes. She thought I was going to knock her out. I wasn't going to knock her out because I ain't going to jail for no white folks. No, I'm not going to jail. My husband ain't going to come down there and get me out of jail. Plus that canola down there. I ain't being down there with all them inmates with that canola. All lives matter when all lives start to matter. You right, baby. When all lives start to matter, all lives will matter. And like I say, some of them are getting real quiet on it because they like to say, them blacks is killing blacks. Well, damn it, whites is killing whites, Mexicans is killing Mexicans, Asians is killing Asians, but you only see it in the media that black folks is only killing black folks. We ain't the only folks killing folks. Everybody killing folks. So get off of that blacks is killing blacks. And there's a reason why blacks is killing blacks with that systemic racism all up in the neighborhood. We ain't making our own damn guns. We ain't dropping boatloads of dope in neighborhood. Like what that movie talking about the Godfather. What the Godfather man said there.
Oh, well, yeah, right. I'll whip that on y'all.
Yeah, my husband know what that Godfather man in that Godfather movie said. I can't remember because I'm menopause.
Okay. Item last, okay? When the families were sitting around the table talking about how they were going to control the drug business, okay? One Don got up and said, okay, about this drug business. I don't want it near schools and I don't want it near churches. In my area, we're going to keep the drugs in the dark people's neighborhood. They ain't got, they're dogs anyway. They don't have no souls anyway.
Yeah, okay, and that's art imitating life and life imitating art that was in that movie, The Godfather.
People. Right.
Okay? We're all people. We're people. We bleed the same. We cry the same. We hurt the same. We're all people. Treat us like we're human beings, damn it.
There you go.
So anyway, I'm gone. Bye. I'm gone for real this time. Black lives matter. And if you don't like me saying it, go someplace. Bye. I love y'all.